Hello and welcome. I'm the Anti-Philosopher. This video is going to be a brief explanation as to what this channel is going to be about. A little bit about me. So yeah. I've dabbled with at least 2 YouTube channels in the past, or actually probably 3. 2 or 3. And none of them panned out, as it were. But I feel a great affinity for this platform. I think this is a very important platform. I watch a lot of videos on it. And I would like to play a small part in it. I want to be able to say, well, at least I did that. I don't expect to become world famous like PewDiePie or the Vlogbrothers. I don't expect to have a large influence on the public discourse. But I think I need to put my voice out there anyway. I need to at least say, well, you know, I got my thoughts out there into the world. Whether anybody else thinks they're worthwhile, well, that's up to them. This is for me. Mostly. I call myself the Anti-Philosopher for several reasons. One is, humorous, because I actually do like philosophy. So it's kind of a funny non sequitur. Or ironic, I think is the better word. And also, I am suspicious of a lot of academic philosophy. I think philosophy has become almost like stamp collecting. People, it's a very small group of people that debate the metaphysical differences between Kant and Hegel. But I think philosophy is much more than that. That's a part of philosophy, but it's certainly not the only part, and it might not even be the most important part. I think philosophy is... I think we've forgotten the Socratic tradition of Socrates. I mean, he wasn't formally schooled. Obviously, they didn't have the type of schooling back then that they do now. He was, I'm sure, fairly educated for his time, but he didn't found a school. He didn't really even think of himself as a teacher. He just went around asking questions and searching in search for wisdom. I think that's a branch of philosophy that's fallen by the wayside, and I think that's a danger. And so I want this channel to be a mix of education and opinion. A mix of formal and informal. I want to have a slight variety of content, but mostly I just want the theme to be that of curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. I So we may talk about history, politics, of course philosophy, the natural sciences, mathematics, the social sciences, literature, poetry, art. I mean, really anything that I think is worth discussing. Because I want to experience the world in as many ways as possible, through as many different mediums and subjects as possible before I die. And I also think that we are at a turning point in civilization. Now, I don't know that for certain, and I don't know exactly what the changes are, per se, but I sense the tides coming in again. And I think we need to really think deeply about some of the most important questions about what it means to be a human being and what it means to be alive. My channel, therefore, is an experiment in a sense. It's an experiment in which I'm going to try to do long form. I'm going to try to actually stick this one out for a good amount of time. My other channel has only lasted a few months, I think. But I want to actually try to last for a few years at least, and put out, the content on a regular basis, and try to interact with the community. I just think it's something I need to do. Again, it's more for me than anything else. I need a way of channeling my passion, my thoughts, my concerns, and I think YouTube is the best way, at least at this time, because you don't need to go through ad executives, and you don't need to go through corporations. You don't need to censor yourself as much. You don't need to worry about offending people. Now, obviously, there's some censorship on YouTube, and that's a story for another day. But I think it's a very intimate and very open and liberating place. And as I say, I'd like to be a part of that. I think I will sleep better at night knowing that I've done something. And obviously, I hope to do a lot more in my lifetime. I'm only 19 years old. But this is a good place to start, I think. Whether this, and maybe this channel won't last either. Maybe I'm just not meant for YouTube. But I'm going to give it one more go. And I invite you to come along. So, have a good day, and I hope to see you in the future. Take care.